right, everyone, welcome back to another episode of In the Kitchen with Peak Performance. And this week we have a very special recipe that coincides with National Mushroom Day. And what better way to celebrate the mushroom than to make a mushroom risotto with scallops on top. So this is one of my all-time favorite recipes. It's just one of those things that, like, you crave it. After you've tried it, you're going to crave it, and then you just got to make it. So we knew that National Mushroom Day was coming up, so I was like, it came right to mind for you guys to enjoy this one. Pretty easy. You think risotto, and you think it's really difficult to make, and it really isn't that hard. So you start off by kind of cooking your scallops with a little bit of salt and pepper in a pan that is nicely oiled and a little bit of butter in there to kind of give it that caramely taste. You cook both sides for less than about 3 to 5 minutes. Take those off, you set those aside, and then with the butter that's already melted down and everything, you start to brown up your onions, your garlic, and your mushrooms. Okay, and you let those saute down until they become a little bit more, the onions become translucent. And then you add just a little bit more of oil, and then you throw in about 1.5 cups. I used 1.5 cups of jasmine rice. You can use any rice. I find that jasmine just cooks a little bit better, and it's got that little bit of a chew to it after it's done. You coat all of the rice in that oil, so you kind of move it around a little bit and make sure that every grain is covered in that oil that you just put in the pan. Kind of let it saute just for a few minutes, and you'll start to see that the kernel becomes a little bit white, and that's when you start to add your liquid. I used beef broth and a little bit of white wine vinegar. You can also use actual wine because that pairs very well with seafood. And you kind of let that simmer and cook down. So you start with about 2 cups or just enough to go over the top of that rice, and you let it simmer down on a medium. And once the moisture is out of the rice, you test it again. So you check it to see if it's to your liking, and it should be just done enough where it's got a little bit of chew, but not too much. Okay, you don't want to have that crunch to the rice kernel. So then if you need to cook it a little bit more, you add a little bit of moisture to it, so more beef broth, or you can add a little bit of water. And you just continue to let it simmer until you get it to that perfect cooked down consistency. Once it's done, plate it, and I take those scallops, try to get those in there closely. I don't have a cameraman today, or lady. And then we put a little bit of fresh Parmesan you can use. I used cheddar cheese on top of that. And now I am ready to enjoy this. So, in honor of our National Mushroom Day, we have mushroom risotto. So if you like this recipe, give us a thumbs up so that others can see it. Also, give the channel a follow so that you guys never miss an episode that we're cooking up for you. And if you guys want to see something maybe a little bit differently, or you're looking for a specific recipe, I've had several people message us about that, so send us a message. You can comment below, or you can send us a message at dave@peakperformanceff.com, or you can visit our website at peakperformanceff.com. Contact us page, and then send us a message letting us know what it is you guys want us to see in the kitchen, and we'll make it up. So click below, you'll get the recipe, and enjoy, guys. We'll see you guys next episode.